From grief to glory. The day my father passed away, I felt like the world had pulled the rug out from under my feet. It was as if the shadows of every mistake, every regret, and every unresolved word between us came rushing back, threatening to drown me in a sea of guilt and sorrow. But as I stood at the edge of that emotional abyss, something inside me sparked, a defiance against the despair that wanted to claim me. I realized that clinging to fear would only keep me shackled to the past, and I was desperate for freedom. In the months that followed, I began transforming my grief into a relentless drive. I started running every morning, each step pounding the pavement as if I were outrunning the very shadows that haunted me. I immersed myself in my studies, knowing that knowledge was my escape hatch, my ticket to a future where I could finally make my mark. Each time fear whispered that I would fail, I used it as fuel, igniting a fire that propelled me forward, further than I ever thought possible. Slowly, the shadows began to recede as I poured my energy into creating a life of purpose. I joined a local community group, sharing my story and helping others confront their own shadows. It was through these connections that I discovered the power of vulnerability and the strength that comes from supporting one another. I realized that shining wasn't about being the brightest star, it was about being a beacon for others who are lost in their own darkness. Now, as I stand on the cusp of a future brimming with possibility, I carry the lessons of my past with pride. The shadows that once threatened to consume me have instead become a canvas upon which I paint my dreams. My journey from tragedy to triumph taught me that fear is not the enemy, it is simply the catalyst for transformation. In facing my shadows, I found not just my own light, but the courage to help others find theirs.